We are live. Yo, welcome to the Morbid Hour, episode 4. I'm Hellhound.
Or Fan 88.
Sean Erschen.
Got my Halloween Oreos ready.
Nice.
Oh,
Did you get your
for-
Count Chocula or whatever
I
blueberry
had that this
cereal?
morning. Yeah, and
Did
they have
you?
Fruit Brute. They have Brute this year, which is one of the really rare ones that only gets like a limited release, but not Yummy
Yeah, I
Mummy.
saw that. I'm like, ooh, I never seen that one.
Yeah, they released it. Yeah, that was back in like the late 70s, and then Yummy Mummy came out in 87. Yummy Mummy I actually remember, and then they brought both of them back in 2013. And then now just Fruit Brew, but no Yummy Mummy for whatever reason. They were kind of the same thing, but when they re-released them at the same time, Fruit Brew was cherry and Yummy Mummy was orange, and originally they were just general fruit flavored. They should have they should have a Creature from Like Lagoon one and have it be apple flavored with green.
Yeah,
Piece of cereal and it turns the milk green. It'd be like Apple Jacks with the marshmallows, you know.
they should. Yeah.
Yeah, they should. That'd be awesome.
yep.
Anyway, I guess we're going to talk about Arrow Video, the mighty
Yes.
Judas Priest, some video
Hell
store
yeah.
memories, and how like video stores helped our horror obsession. I know a lot of it began at the video store for me. If it hadn't been for video stores, I probably wouldn't be the horror fan I am today. Or it would have taken longer anyway.
Sure.
So how are we doing this? We just going to show our Arrow Video collections, or talk about each one a little bit, or yeah.
Yeah, why not?
No, we did Scream Factory, but that was the first one we did. I don't even really remember what we did for that. I think we just talked about the ones we had.
Yeah, we showed our like top 5 Scream Factories that we had.
Oh yeah. Well, I only have 7. I only have 7 Arrow releases.
Me
So,
too.
and I'm waiting for Reanimator in the mail. I ordered it on eBay. Hasn't got here yet. I was really hoping it'd get here by today, but as luck would have it, it just didn't. So
Nice.
it's the main one I want to. It's like the main one to have. But what can you do?
I'm starting to build it up. I got 11 now.
More for me, so awesome.
Now they're coming out the 4Ks and these big, huge, like,
Oh yeah.
Like the deep red was like this huge package. Like,
Yep.
Dang. I still don't have a 4K player.
Beyond my price range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pricey for sure.
Yep.
That's the thing about Arrow, you pay more, but you definitely get great quality.
Yeah, just like Scream Factory.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Scream Factory ever so slightly, but really they kind of do the same thing with the reversible covers, with the original artwork on the inside, and then like with the special features and stuff.
Yep.
These take up a little more space because they're a little thicker, but it's not a big deal.
True.
Because I have all my Blu-rays stacked horizontally, so sometimes it's kind of hard to fit these arrows in there.
That's true.
My dog is barking. I think that they said there was a wolf in our yard earlier.
A wolf?
I think that's what she's barking at. That's what they said. I didn't see it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, a little bit. So I was like, everybody, don't let the dog out, whatever you do.
Well, guys, I went to Party City today, and they had the Halloween stuff up. Got these awesome cups. Look at these.
That's bad.
That's awesome.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy vs. Jason and Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool. I gotta give me those.
Yeah.
I mean to get a Spirit Halloween, but I haven't got a chance yet. I'll probably go, if not this month, then next month. Sometimes when they first open up, they don't have as much. Matt Hale's in the chat. How's it going, Matt?
That's true. Yeah, I went when they just opened. So yeah, they didn't have quite as much.
Mm-hmm.
Collection, man.
Yeah.
So I guess if as we show each release, if we all have the same one, I guess we can all just like talk about it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to do a top 5 or something.
What
I mean, it's
do you have that's the same?
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, I don't have that yet, unfortunately.
Well, 2 of us have, man.
I will soon.
I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail.
This one is 4K restoration, so yeah, it looks great. A huge upgrade for me. I just had a plain old DVD.
Yeah.
Didn't look that good.
I've still got the Vestron video VHS.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe do a Vestron video sometime.
I wanted to get the VHS of Reanimator, and I saw the price, and I said, yeah, right. But yeah, the Arrow video is great. Of course, it has that reversible art.
Yeah.
But I already have the DVD with that same artwork, so I just decided to keep the new one. But yeah, it looks great, sounds great. Definitely an upgrade, I'll say.
Big time.
Cool. I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, my DVD, my DVD and my VHS both have that same art. So I was hoping that the Blu-ray, the reverse would be that poster.
Yeah.
Because a little different, but oh well.
Yeah, it's closer to the DVD, like you said.
Yeah.
I gave that away in my contest. I had it so long. I was like, I got the Blu-ray now.
Yeah, got the upgrade.
What's another one we both have? I'm not sure that we all have. I mean,
I think I'm not sure if we all have this one, but Blood Rage.
I do. Oh, yours has a blue thing. Oh, we all have that.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's still a thick cake, but
This was like a blind buy for me. I hadn't even seen it.
Oh, really? I rented this from the video store eons ago, but I barely remembered it, so it might as well have been a blind buy because I didn't remember enough about it. My favorite Thanksgiving horror movie. It's one of the only ones I can think of. Hey, James
Yeah,
Ross.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I love the opening at the drive-in. I love the whole twin brothers, and one's good and one's evil. And
yeah,
I thought when I rewatched this, I thought it was gonna you're going to figure out which one it was, but no, they make it very obvious which one's the killer.
it's not like a secret.
Yeah,
it's a great one. I saw this one like a few years ago, back when I was in like a slasher movie phase where I wanted to find like all the deep cuts, and I came across Blood Rage and loved it. Like, this movie, that's not cranberry sauce.
Yeah, that's such a funny tagline.
But
There's just something about how he's so nonchalant about when he kills people. He doesn't even think anything of it. Like,
just so matter-of-factly about it.
Yeah.
Zero emotion.
Yeah.
And it was definitely refreshing to have a slasher movie where you kind of know who the killer is, and it's not just another.
Yeah. I thought that this is what they were gonna do. I thought it was gonna be two twins, and whichever one you thought it was is gonna be the other one. But nope. It makes it very apparent who the. Everybody thinks it's the twin that was in the mental asylum, but the other one framed him, and it was actually the normal twin was the killer. I thought that was a cool angle. Pretty cool kills too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's had really good effects, like practical effects.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bloody.
Probably
too.
all the budget went into that.
Yeah. I bought this at the exact same time as the Mutilator, and I thought the Mutilator would be better, but I actually like this one a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely one I want. The Mutilator. I love that.
That's another one that's on Arrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But this movie was shot in 1983, but not released until 87. And it's fun. I mean, that one kill where the doctor is completely split in half on the ground, just going. I was like, oh my god.
Pretty intense for the early 80s.
Yeah.
And she's like and she's still alive, like looking at it. Oh, look at me. Where's the rest of my body?
Yep.
Ruined your whole day.
A great score too. Like I love the score of this movie. That perfectly
cool
sound.
Yeah, it's a great great
80s,
soundtrack
style.
Yeah, I love the music.
What do you guys have? This one, RoboCop.
I do not.
I want to.
I need to get that.
I need it. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and this is a great release.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's one of my favorite sci-fi action movies, right there with the Terminator and Aliens and Predator.
Yeah, definitely.
Love
It's
RoboCop.
got the old school.
Oh, nice.
Too.
I've got it on VHS and, of course, DVD. I rented that from the video store so much. But we'll get to that.
It's a good
one.
I
did too, definitely.
This one showed, but I'll show it again. The Bride of Reanimator one. Now, this one is a massive update. I mean, I had the DVD and it was like poor quality and like a box.
Yeah.
But this one much better.
Yeah, you can have my hands on that too.
It has once again, I have this on DVD too, so I didn't reverse it, but it has the original date animate.
Yeah.
I have one, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yep. The one with the green case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, great one to have.
Love it.
Does that have the unrated version where it's supposed to be like more gore or something?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, good. Yeah, I would hope so.
Yep. When I first got it, I was confused because there was 2 discs, and I thought one was the regular and one was the uncut, and I was like, "What's the difference?" I'm like, "Oh, the second disc is the DVD." Oh.
It's funny how they still do that all the time. Have the DVD with it.
Yep.
That's good though, in case you're somewhere and you don't have a Blu-ray player around.
Yeah, because they're harder to come by. Blu-ray hasn't really fully replaced DVD. I feel like is the most common. Most people I know still have a DVD player unless they have like an Xbox, whichever one plays whatever the newest one is, and then a PS3 to PS5 or whatever.
Yep. Because
I hardly know anybody who has a Blu-ray player. It's on its own.
Yeah, because DVD came out in 1997, and then VHS slowly 2000s.
Yeah, VHS was pretty much done by 2005, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So less than like 8 years, but DVD's far surpassed that when it comes to a new format replacing it because they're still making DVDs.
Yeah, it's true.
1-2's in the chat. How's it going, 1-2?
What's up?
You're not that late. 10 minutes, but
it's funny. Now and then I come across like a newer DVD that looks better than some Blu-rays that I have. You ever see that?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Sometimes the Blu-ray looks
damn,
just as good as the
like...
DVD. I love Saxon, James. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is one of my favorites. What I was so happy to get, Horror Express.
Yes.
Finally, like a decent transfer because I've seen so many horrible transfers of this movie. like this is such a world of difference. Highly recommend this one. Yep. It looks great and it's such a good movie. It deserves that treatment.
Yep.
Yeah, I have Horror Hotel, which also has Christopher Lee and stuff. And I don't have Horror Express on any for it. My copy of or actually I might have it on VHS now I think about it. My copy of Horror Hotel is called City of the Dead. So not to be confused with City of the Living Dead.
City of the Dead was Christopher Lee was in that, right?
Yeah, it's the same movie as Horror Hotel. Just under a different title.
I have Horror Express on like 2 other like you know those jumbo packs that have like 50 movies on them.
Oh yeah,
like the worst possible transfer.
Yeah, they always have crappy quality on those things. Public domain stuff.
Those have like the Driller Killer or something.
Mm-hmm. Drive-in Massacre.
Yeah. Grim Reaper.
Rest in peace. I love the Beavis and Butthead videos, the music videos of the Grim Reaper they do. Those are hilarious.
Yeah.
And Grim Reaper was cool with it too. Like they were good sports about it.
Mm-hmm.
I bet some people weren't. Like they even made fun of Morbid Angel one time.
Yeah.
Like what? Why are they making fun of this?
And death. Yeah, they didn't like death metal.
No. But at the end of it, Butthead impersonating David Vincent, like, bow to me.
Yeah, that's funny. Bow to me splendidly.
They
love their Pantera though. Anytime they come out, like yes.
Yes. I was the same way. I'm watching music videos on MTV or VH1. Anytime Pantera came on, I'd always go nuts. As a youth,
stay up and watch Headbangers Ball.
Yes, those were the days.
Saturday night, sorta.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the final arrow for Reanimator, I guess I've already showed too, but the Beyond one, as I've stated, I got confused because I thought this was regular, but it was Region B locked, so I couldn't watch.
Oh, that sucks.
But I had on video Blu-ray anyway, so I was. But I mean, glow in the dark cover. That was.
I love that cover.
It's a cool cover. Yeah, I only knew of the Vestron video. I think that's the only one available in.
So that one's in. Is that the same one?
Yeah. Just
reverse the slip cover. Oh, cool.
Booklet and everything. So
hopefully it'll get an official release in the US at some point. The whole region thing is so weird. Like what if you travel a lot and you have you can't watch your DVDs and Blu-rays in another country? It's weird.
Yep.
They have a different speed. They have a different speed or something.
Oh yeah.
But
it should be like a record player. It should be adjustable.
So that's a Vestron.
Yeah. Not bad.
What else you got, Hellhound?
It was Alice, Sweet Alice.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I got that.
Very unique. It's kind of like a slasher movie. It came out in '76, so it's a little, it's a little different.
I love this movie. Love it.
Me too. It's a great one.
Awesome. Like this is one that when it came out, I was like, oh my god, I have to have that.
Yeah, this movie has takes some serious risks, and it's kind of it's a mystery too. And I did not see the twist coming. I won't spoil it just in case viewers haven't seen it. But I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, I would love
creative.
I would love that. I've had this for a long time, just the regular DVD. But quality is not great, so I'd love to update it.
This is really good quality.
I don't even have this on DVD. I've got it on VHS, but I don't have it on DVD.
Yep, it's a good movie though. Also known as Communion and something else.
Yeah,
Communion. That's it.
Holy Terror or whatever.
Yep.
This is the poster too. I need to hang this up somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Cool. We'll post
Yeah,
it.
right.
That's cool. That's a double-sided.
Talk about great like atmosphere in a slasher, you know,
Oh yeah,
and the religious themes really add to it, you know.
yeah.
It's
Very,
crazy
very
stuff
deep
going
stuff.
on in the church.
I hate that. I hate that fat pedophile tenant in the apartment building.
Yeah,
I couldn't wait for him to get his comeuppance. It's like, oh,
creepy bastard.
die already.
Yeah, there's stuff in this movie that'll make you uncomfortable, being like, "Ooh, come
Oh
on."
yeah, very
Yeah, that's
unsettling. It's
the
a very
scene with
disturbing
him is
movie.
pretty rough.
Yeah,
But I mean, the look of the killer for being like literally a raincoat and it looked cool. You know, I like the
yeah.
look.
It's a very unique look for a horror movie villain.
That mask is creepy as hell. Like
Very, yeah.
see through, like, but you can't tell who it is still.
I've seen masks like that in Halloween stores before.
Yeah.
It's
So
freaky.
transparent.
And then there's one scene where she took that off and it had like a werewolf thing or something. Like, what was it?
Yep. But I found that this was just one of those deep cuts that you really don't hear a whole lot about. I mean, maybe in recent time you hear more about it, but like 10 years ago, no.
Yeah, it's like
started
one
to
of
get
those
some
hidden
recognition now.
gems, you know?
Yeah.
So I picked up one today, guys.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
Just for the show. Like, no, I just happened to be in a record store with it. Hellraiser.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh,
I need to get my hands on that. I don't even have that on Blu-ray.
Can't wait
I don't
to
have any
watch it.
Hellraiser movies on Blu-ray.
Huge upgrade to all I had was the crappy like 99-cent DVD or whatever. It's got the old classic cover.
Tear your soul apart.
that top ones that I want right there. And you know, I saw it in Barnes and Noble, but we all know like Barnes and Noble is very overpriced with
Oh
their.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, luckily I got a decent price on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like $50 at freaking Barnes and Noble.
Yep.
Next, I gotta get Hellbound, right? That's on.
Yep.
That's a great one too. One of my favorite sequels. In case anybody's wondering why I'm always eating during these things, well, just because I'm always eating, just in general. Like, well, that's my secret, Captain. I'm always hungry.
Yeah. But I like Barnes and Noble, but a new release could come out. Walmart have it for $19. They have it for $35. It's like, really?
Yeah. It's like, I wonder which one I'm going to go with.
It sucks
Barnes and
because they
Noble's
get
really
a lot of
overpriced.
good stuff too, you know.
Yeah. They have
Like
the whole
the
Criterion
arrows, they get
collection
a lot of
now.
the arrows.
Right, in the Criterion section.
Yeah, yeah. I always come so close to buying that the Night of the Living Dead one, but it's always like $50.
I've bought that movie
God
so
damn it.
many times. I've got like two copies on VHS, 2 DVDs. I've bought that so many times.
I have a few of them though. I have the what's that one? Shit. I can't think of it right now, but I have a few. I have the Brood.
I've got that on DVD.
Yep. Got any more to show? Hellhound.
You guys got this one?
No, I don't have that one. This Creep Show too. Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got all kinds of special features. But the coolest thing about it is it has this comic, Pinfall, A Lost Tale of Horror.
Oh,
It's
nice.
the Lost Creep Show. This was supposed to be a segment about a ghostly bowling team.
It was supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah, originally, and then the Cat from Hell was going to be part of it too. It's supposed to have it's supposed to originally have 5 segments, just like the original. But the Cat from Hell was eventually filmed for Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. But Pinfall never did make it to a movie, but they made this comic of it, and it's pretty cool too. It's pretty gory too, but it's pretty cool. It comes with this. It's a nice little companion piece to that creep show graphic novel thing that I've got one that Stephen King wrote and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and of course, lots of great bonus features. Really cool artwork too.
Yeah, I like that cover. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course it is reversible. It's got the original
Nice.
artwork and stuff.
What's up, Drum Smash?
Drum Smash in the house.
Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
So,
yes, never forget the tragedy that befell our nation on this date in 2001.
That's right. Yeah.
Amen to that.
I had kind of a weird story on that, but I don't know if I should talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Guess what I bought that day?
What?
Slayer.
Slayer, God hates us all. Oh yeah.
Came out on September 11th.
You're right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get it. I went to the store. I was like, yeah.
That's a crazy title for an album.
Today.
Yeah, that's really weird that an album had that
God
title
hates
on
us
that
all.
day. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's pretty messed up if you think about it, right?
Yeah, it really is. But they didn't do it intentionally. It already had that, obviously. I mean, they already had that title. Yeah. They had that title long before it was released. But it was very controversial for that reason.
Yeah.
But, yep. About the Creep Show 2, I very much want that one too. I got the Scream Factory first movie, the big box.
Me too.
Yeah. I just got that recently.
It's great. I got the big comic that Stephen King wrote too. That I got that from Barnes.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, that about the ghost bowling team, that might have been better than Hitchhiker.
I would hope so. Yeah, I really wish it had been included because it's a really awesome segment.
Yeah.
I think I like it
got
better.
No love for the Hitchhiker. I like that one.
I like it. It's just a little too repetitive.
Yeah,
it's just kind of the same thing. The Raft is my favorite segment though by far. The Raft is awesome.
Absolutely.
And the Old Chief Woodenhead is funny to me. Like I just find it so humorous. But yeah, I really wish Pinfall was part of it because it's really awesome. But expect to have to pay a little more for this. It's out of print now, and it's a little pricey. Hopefully they'll re-release it at some point. I had to pay a little bit more for it when I got it. Even it was already out of print when I got it, but now it's even more expensive. This is the bad thing about some of these Blu-ray releases. They go out of print so fast, and the price just skyrockets.
Yep, and you got to get it off like Amazon or whatever.
Right.
Yep. Definitely. But speaking of underrated, man, Society. This movie.
Wow. That is a
love it.
It looks like a Freddy's Chest of Soul.
It does.
Yeah. But directed by Brian Usna.
Yeah, Brian Usna did that. Very gross movie. Very gross.
Yeah.
Very over the top. Shocking.
The shunting scene forever will be.
Yeah, I can't watch that movie while eating. I'm always eating, but when I watch that, I'm not eating. I need to get that release. I've been meaning to.
Cool reversible art as well.
That's the old poster.
Yeah. I used to see that in the video store all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. It has a cool promo card. Of course, it has another one I want, Edge of the Axe.
Oh, yeah. I got to get that. Oh, he has it.
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Really good slasher.
I had never heard of it until I saw the Horror Man talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
He always talked about that all the time. Like,
it's a little late in the game.
Out.
It came out in '87, so it was a little late. Maybe let's get the reversible.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
look.
movie.
Really cool looking killer.
Yeah, I love the look of the killer.
Yeah, me too. It's another mystery who done it, and I never saw. I never would have guessed who the killer was. That was a huge shock. That was a big surprise. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Wouldn't surprise me if some of the Scream movies didn't take inspiration from
Could be.
that. Yeah, you never know.
You know what freaks me out is the car wash scene. I could just can you imagine that happening? Like you just
Y'all would suck.
going to get your car washed, some psycho comes out with an axe and tries. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Agreed.
How's that one look? Does it still look like a grainy old 80s slasher?
Kind of, but it looks a lot better than, say the DVD.
Definitely a low budget.
Oh yeah, big time.
Here's a cool one I got. It's a steel case. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, nice.
Nice steel book edition.
I don't have any steel books yet.
Yeah. Not that they had too many in Arrow that I noticed.
Yeah. I'd like to get that steel book of Hills Have Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's an Arrow, I believe.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think so.
I do have this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I love that movie.
Me too.
That's my second favorite Wes Craven movie next to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I freaking love it.
Yeah, Michael Berryman's awesome.
This has a really cool booklet, too. Like,
oh, nice. Yeah, this Edge of the Axe has a cool booklet as well.
It's got a poster. It's got, like, lobby cards. It's got all
nice.
Like, look. These cool cards in there and stuff.
Oh, that's
Pretty awesome release.
Yeah, I need to get that. There's so many Blu-rays I need to get still. Okay, I'm done eating for now anyway.
But my next one is going to be Arrow Videos, The Hills Have Eyes Steelbook.
He's got the steelbook.
Got it.
Nice.
Very nice.
I love that cover.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This too comes with a booklet, not as thick as that one though.
Nice.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I love this movie.
Me too.
I'd say
Blast.
it's my second favorite. That one and Scream kind of go back and forth on different days, but for right now, it's the vibes. Creepy movie.
Hell yeah.
Very. I love the whole revenge aspect of it too. Like, I love when the dog gets revenge on Pluto and Mercury, for that matter.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a great one. I don't own Hills Have Eyes 2, and I kind of don't want to own that one because it's terrible.
Yes.
I've got it on DVD, and yeah, it's not very good. Even the dog has a flashback.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
That's bad.
Yeah. It might be the worst Wes Craven movie ever made. Either that or Cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Even he like denounces it. Like,
yeah. It's an embarrassment.
Yeah, that's for me. It was the scene on the trailer with that was brutal.
Oh yeah.
They take the baby. I'm like, ah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, especially for 77.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good old Michael Berryman right there.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Horror legends.
Yep.
Definitely. I would love to meet him someday.
Yeah, me too.
He's a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm
going to this horror convention next weekend. It's going to have, let's see, Miguel Nunez Jr. from Friday 13th Part 5 and Return of the Living Dead. It's going to have Andrew Broniarski, who played Leatherface in the remakes. Brad Lorry, who of course played Michael Myers in Halloween Resurrection.
Nice.
Yeah, and who else? I think one of the recent Pinhead actors too, maybe, and then a couple others. Oh, David Naughton from American Werewolf in London.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to get all their autographs and get pictures with them and all. Yeah.
That's me too. I'm going one next weekend.
Oh yeah! Wow. Yeah, you've gone to a lot of them
I can't wait.
lately. Yeah,
Is-
absolutely.
Is that the one where you're meeting Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice. That's gonna be awesome. I'd rather go to that one than the one I'm going to. I'd rather meet Jeffrey Combs than Andrew Broniarski and Brad Lorry.
I know the lines will be crazy for them, but I got a line skip ticket just so I can skip.
Oh, good. I didn't even have to
Definitely
wait
use
in
it.
line at the Megadeth concert yesterday. I didn't have to wait in line, and they drove me to the amphitheater in a golf cart because it's a huge arena. It's a huge place, and it's a lot of walking. But
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't have to wait in line, so that was good.
James Moss, what do you think about that? He's got a brilliant idea.
Thing. Creepshow 40th anniversary. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We talked about Creepshow a little bit in our Stephen King video.
Yeah.
We talked about Reanimator, and that was our last video, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thought so. Do you guys have this one?
No, I don't have the. I want to get that one.
It's a good one. Also known as Spring Break,
Yeah.
or Fall Break, sorry. And it has the reversible cover. So
Love
this one
Fall
you
Break.
pretty much know who the killer is. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not as good as Blood Rage, but pretty good. Pretty good slasher. Mid '80s slasher. A cool title, cool cover too. Buy sword, buy pick, buy axe, bye.
Well, at the beginning, the kid
Later.
accidentally smokes his mom, like
Sorry, yeah.
with a shotgun. Like, oops.
Good lord. Yeah, it's got like a lot of it's got like a little bit of like dark humor in it here and there too, like a little bit of black comedy. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it seems to be.
This is
It had kind of an Evil
before.
Dead feel. You guys got any more Arrow videos?
Yep. Yeah. Deep Red.
Nice. I need to get that.
This isn't the hype. I want to eventually get the 4K, but this is a damn good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this cover too.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I think mine.
Very 70s.
Yeah, I got the underground version Blu-ray. Not bad picture quality. I don't know if the Arrow one's better, probably, but
It's got really nice quality.
Yeah, I don't have that on Blu-ray. I only have it on
4K scan.
oh, there you go.
Nice.
And the sound is really good too, like with the music.
Mhm.
The goblin music.
Love Goblin.
Yep. I'd love to get it. Deep Red's my second favorite Argento movie. So
Mhm.
Mine too, next to
Me too,
Suspiria.
yeah. Me too.
We got to do an Italian horror video at some point. We haven't done that yet.
We haven't done one yet.
Yeah, I don't. Have we?
we talked about our top 5 Argento films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we
we
did
didn't do
Argento, but I don't think we have.
Giallo.
Yeah, but we haven't done a typical, like just a general Italian horror.
That'd be
So we'll
great.
talk about some Lucio Fulci and Mario
Yeah.
Bava, Lamberto Bava.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But the last Arrow video I have is also a steel book, and it is The Last House on the Left.
Nice.
Like that.
My third favorite Wes Craven movie.
It's only a movie.
Yeah, great movie. Very disturbing.
Yes.
But
Oh wow, the first 4 Leatherface autographs on a prop chainsaw. That's awesome, Drum Smash.
nice.
He was at the last one I went to.
Andrew,
Bernansky, whatever.
nice. Yeah, he was Christopher Walken's character's son in Batman Returns.
Oh.
And he tried to talk like him too, and he's like, "Go, Dad, save yourself." So he sounded like him.
You do a good imitation.
Thanks.
Yeah,
So did he.
Yep. Yeah, well, there was one I caught at Best Buy, and not Best Buy, Barnes & Noble, and I wanted to get, but I didn't. It was a Blood and Black Lace. I really wanted to get that one.
I got that.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Looks awesome.
Nice. That's another great Italian horror.
Awesome movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, like these are my two favorite Giallos right there.
Nice.
Yeah, mine too.
Like I think Argento would not have a career if it was not for this movie. I'm telling you.
Yeah, probably not.
I love the,
Oh, cool.
the discs are really cool too.
Nice.
That is cool. Movies and medals in the chat.
That was fun.
Goblin announced a concert in my area playing alongside a screening of Suspiria. Wow. That would be really cool.
Nice.
Sold out within a day, yeah. Oh, that's a bummer.
They're coming
cool
nearby me too. I thought about going. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't like House 4, but I do like that scene with the talking pizza, James.
Your pizza man.
Pizza man. Don't forget to eat your favorite pizza.
I didn't even know there was a House 4.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. That movie sucks. The first one's awesome. I love the first one. And I love the horror show. And then House 2 is okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. More of like a fantasy adventure than a horror movie.
It was a horror show I loved, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's technically House 3 outside of the US.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because then when the real House 3 came out, they had to retitle it House 4 since horror show was known as House 3 outside of America.
Look at you with the knowledge. Dropping the knowledge.
A little bit of trivia. The only other eras I have are non-horror, being Legend. I love this movie. One of my favorite fantasies.
Nice.
Fantasy adventure. And I love Tim Curry as the villain. He's always great. And yeah, probably next to like the Lord of the Rings movies and like Willow. This is one of my favorite fantasy movies. Then of course there's The Last Starfighter, which I grew up loving as a kid and still do. One of my favorite sci-fi movies.
Directed by Nick Castle.
Yeah, Michael Myers himself directed this.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It even says that on the back. It says, directed by Nick Castle, the man behind the Michael Myers mask in the original Halloween.
I always used to enjoy that when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I still do. Yeah, that was the only other.
And that was the kid that
in
played
Halloween.
Jimmy in Halloween 2, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's guess. It's a good movie. And that's it. Those are the only era videos I have. You guys have any more?
I'm out.
I have one more. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Nice.
Another Argento classic.
Yeah. We need to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, excellent quality. Looks great. I love this poster too, the original. I like this one better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Badass.
A lot of times with those, I reverse it to the original artwork, but sometimes I keep the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Phil?
Phil's creepy videos in the chat. How's it going, Phil?
We're going.
Yeah, still working on it. The
Wow, that's
collection.
awesome. Yeah, I know that a lot of those Leatherface actors. I've seen pictures of them like all together. Robert Jacks is no longer with us, but I've seen pictures of and Gunnar Hansen isn't either. But I've seen pictures of like him and Bill Johnson and R.A. Mihailoff together.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. It'd be cool to meet all of them at the same time.
Yeah. I had Bob Elmore, who was also Leatherface in part 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Always forget about that.
I guess it was a similar thing where he did most of the work and Bill Johnson got the credit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he says.
Like with Warrington Gillette and
Yeah.
and Steve Dash and Friday Part 2.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to talk about some video store memories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video store was we had back in the day we had 4 in my town. There was Video World, Royal Video. Then a little later there was Blockbuster, which I still have my membership card.
Nice.
Yeah. And then what was the other one? Oh, Video Tracks. And then in the town, like 20 minutes away, there was a bunch of them. There was Video Quest, and there's Hollywood Video. There's another Blockbuster. There's another movie gallery. But 40 minutes from here, there's this place called Video Vault. They had everything. They had every horror movie you could think of. If you name a horror movie, the most obscure, most rare, whatever it was, they would have it there. Oh, cool. Killer Clowns.
Nice.
I need to go to Spirit Halloween here soon. Big K, how's it going, Big K? Yes, I agree. I miss Blockbuster so much. But anyway, yeah, when I was a kid, the only way to discover new horror movies was reading movie guides like Creature Features and Psychotronic.
Oh.
And then going to the video store and hoping that they would either have them at the video store or hoping they'd come on TV sometimes. Most of the time, a lot of times they didn't with some of the more obscure stuff. And then, of course, I'd read about them in Fangoria, too. And then, I'd say, I'd be like, oh, wow, that movie sounds awesome. I want to go see if they have it at the video store. And most of the time they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But, I spent more time there than I did at home. That horror section, oh, man, so many great memories there. I would go, like, that one I told you about 40 minutes away with all the, like, rare, hard-to-find stuff. That was more like a treat because, my parents didn't want to, we didn't want to go there all the time. I didn't spend like every day there like I did the ones here in this town, especially Video World. Their horror section was phenomenal. I'd go like get a big old stack of movies. I get like 8 VHS tapes. I'd go rent them, go home, watch them, come back at another stack, and I saw so many. I started out with the Universal monsters, and then they'd come on TV, and then I'd end up buying them on VHS and stuff and beta. And then yeah, they had quite a few betas at Video World back in the day too, and I've got a couple of the ones that they have to this day. And but yeah, discovered a lot of my favorite horror films at good old Video World.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It was such an experience. I know that Netflix and streaming and everything is so much more convenient. You just have it as the push of a button, but going to the actual video store was just such an adventure. Like just going there and being surrounded by movies, talking to the clerk at the checkout about the movies. Sometimes, they sold popcorn and candies and snacks, and they had the adult section in the back sometimes in certain movies. Every kid would try to sneak in there and say, "Oh wow, you went in there. What did you see back there?" And everybody speculating what was back there. Just all kinds of crazy fun memories.
Yeah, it sucks that it's all gone now, pretty much.
Yeah. I tried to get a job at both of the remaining video stores that were here when I was, a little older, but it just never happened.
I think I live near this one that's like awesome. It's still got so much stuff. There's this place called Bull Moose in New Hampshire.
Oh wow!
That they have everything like
there's a
like
couple...
the place you're talking about.
Nice. Wow, that's cool. There's a couple of video stores around here still, but like it's all DVDs and Blu-rays. They don't have VHS tapes. They don't have a massive, elaborate horror section or anything. It's like my collection is better than what they have, so it's like why even bother? Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Oh yeah, he did direct Major Pain. I forgot about that.
Nick Castle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I truly miss those times, and I think a big reason why I am a collector is because I miss the experience of finding movies. And while my family already had horror movies too, we'd still go to many places. And I've always said as a kid, when I grow up, I'm gonna work at a video store. And by the time I got old enough, they started to cease to exist. And I'm like,
sucks.
Yeah. But it was a blast picking up all the movies. That's where I discovered Return of the Living Dead, because I saw the VHS.
Yep.
Fright Night, of course, and of course finding stuff like Halloween on VHS.
Yes.
It's yeah. Even though I saw Evil Dead because we got the VHS at a yard sale and took it and watched it, but I'd still see this copy on the store shelves. But yeah, we'd go to Best Buy and stuff back when Best Buy actually had a good movie section.
I know.
Like, I think it was 2005 or 6. That's where I found Night of the Demons. You ain't gonna find this at a Best Buy.
Yeah. Love that movie.
Yeah, but we had a Blockbuster and a Suncoast Video.
I love Suncoast. I got so many,
man, I used to go there all the time.
I got so many tapes and posters from there.
That was a good store.
Too. They had one 40 minutes away from here not too long ago, but it finally did close down a few years ago, unfortunately. Yeah, I think a big reason why I'm a collector too is because I'm just trying to recreate that whole feel that the video stores had, just that whole atmosphere, just the coolest thing ever. It's all about walking around a video store and seeing those awesome, iconic covers and saying, "Man, I gotta watch this." Every once in a while there'd be a dud. Some of them would be kind of crappy, but most of them were awesome, and most of them are my favorites to this day. It's still upgrading.
Some places had the cool posters on the wall too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Takes a Chainsaw Massacre game. That sounds killer.
Nice.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell yeah. Yeah, pretty much all I do. Go ahead.
I did live the dream. I was
nice.
Blockbuster Video employee.
Look at that.
Have it.
I tried.
I wrote it out till the end. I was there for 4 years, and I'd probably still be there.
Heck yeah.
And then they went out of business. So I was out of a job.
Sad. Yeah.
It was the only job I ever had that I actually liked. Like, I like going there. I like seeing what they have new for movies and getting them, renting them free, whatever, taking them home.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep.
I like video stores better than amusement parks. No joke. I like video stores, comic book stores, arcades, record stores. I like all those better than amusement parks. Unless it's like, Universal Studios.
Like Disneyland for us, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Like a kid and candy store when it comes to things like that.
I used to like recommending stuff to people, like, check this movie out, or tell them if something's bad. No, don't get that one. That's terrible.
Don't rent Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I need to get that Cowabunga collection. It has all the Ninja Turtles games, pretty much all the classic ones. The arcade game, all the NES games, the Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis. Yeah, I need to get that like ASAP. I forgot that came out now. I was counting down the days, and I just kind of got into other stuff and forgot about it. Yeah, I need to grab that.
What's that on PlayStation or something?
It's on Nintendo Switch. I think it's on PS5 and whatever the current Xbox is. Also, maybe I don't know.
Cool.
I know it's on the Switch. Yeah, I need to grab that up. Yeah, pretty much all I did is growing up was spend time at the video store renting horror movies, reading comics, and reading creepy magazine and other magazines like this. And it was all
You
just
had a
part of the
cool
whole
video store.
package.
They had all kinds of magazines, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it was awesome.
The
Yeah, they had
one by
magazines.
yeah, the one by me was just like a mom and pop type store that I walked across the street.
Yeah, we had lots of those too. We had
Mm.
we had like grocery stores that like had tapes for rent and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I went to Chincoteague Island in Virginia, they had not too long ago. They still have a video store there, and I said, "What happened to all those wonderful VHS tapes you guys had back in the day?" They're like, "Oh, they're in the attic." I was like, "Oh man, I would love to look through those. I'll just be in heaven." They had some obscure ones too. They had demonic toys and the
Nice.
worm eaters and please don't eat my mother and some really lesser known gems. Love me some
What?
Genesis.
Yeah, man. Oh, a mini too, huh?
Nice. I've got 5 Sega Genesis consoles in my house.
Nice.
Me and my daughter were just playing Toe Jam and Earl last night
Nice.
Classic.
or in the evening actually before I went to the concert. Yeah, right before we went to the concert, we were playing that.
One I just got was the Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. What do you call it? The Castle of Illusion or something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I agree, Big K. It does look pretty cool. Solid Brins in the chat. Yeah, Judas Priest is probably my second favorite band next to Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Painkiller. You guys ready to talk about some Priest?
Yeah.
Or do you have any more video store memories you want to share? Or
I have one more. One more.
okay.
And that it's kind of a sad tale because as a kid, being a horror fan and being able to be surrounded by media everywhere. I mean, Best Buy, the video stores, even do you guys remember when you'd order Papa John's back in the day? They'd give you like a free movie with it.
Yeah. Pizza Hut did that too. I remember I got Mr. Mom from Pizza Hut one time.
And now everywhere is just disappearing. Like I got one more FYE in my area, and if that closes down, then
I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a sad day when FYE closes down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say one thing that was cool is the mom and pop store I used to go to across the street. Is I would just use my mom's video card and they let me rent all the R-rated movies even though it was only like 10, like, oh, I'm just picking up something for my mom and then I'll rent like a romantic movie and then put a bunch of horror movies
right.
with
it. Yeah.
And I was watching R-rated movies since I was like 6 years old, probably.
I know.
That turned out okay, right?
Yeah. I mean, me too. Everyone told me I was mature for my age. I never had nightmares or anything.
Yeah, I never repeated any of the crap I saw in
movies.
I wasn't worried it was going to make me a devil worshiper or anything like that. So.
Yeah, never.
And neither were my parents, so.
Yeah.
Sometimes my brothers would make fun of me though. They were like,
yeah,
because I'd be drawing like Jason and Freddy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, my older brother, he wasn't into horror or metal. He was more of a rapper, and I couldn't even tell you what movies he's into. Ghetto stuff, I guess, and then like gangsta stuff. He liked horror movies a little bit, but like not as much as I did, of course. And like he would kind of make fun of me about it too.
Yeah, but I guess on a final note for this, let's all reminisce about how satisfying it was to go.
Yeah.
Yes, and I still do that all the time.
I had the pop-up one goes out of the top.
Yeah.
You have to press it down.
Don't forget to rewind.
Oh, rewind.
Yeah. All right, I guess we better get into it.
The mighty Judas Priest.
Yes.
Yep. The debut album in 1974. They were actually together before that. They were formed by guitarist K.K. Downing and bassist Ian Hill. And then I guess the label forced them to get another guitarist. Thankfully, I'm glad they did, Glenn Tipton, because he was awesome. And him and KK were both just phenomenal together. And they actually had a singer called Al Atkins who co-wrote some of the material on their debut. And so then he was replaced with Rob Halford, my favorite vocalist of all time. And when I saw them live a few months ago, he just tore it up. He can hit those high notes like it's nobody's business. His powerful pipes are just phenomenal. But the thing is, they weren't really a metal band they started. They were kind of similar to Led Zeppelin, and they were very bluesy, such as the debut Rock-a-Rolla.
Yeah.
Rock-a-Rolla woman for a rock-a-rolla man. Very bluesy stuff. They were not a metal band yet. Much like Black Sabbath, they started out as a blues band. And they were more, Bob Halford, as he's credited on the album, back when he had really long hair. And he reportedly wore his sister's clothes. This is way before they were hell-bent for leather, But I kind of like it. I like the title track. It has a few other good songs. Some of the songs feature Rob Halford's mean harmonica skills. But yeah, it's not nearly as good as what would come. And this wouldn't even crack probably my top 10 favorite Priest albums. But I do like it. It's kind of interesting to see how it all started, where it all came from. But it does not even come close to comparing with what came after this.
What's that line? She's classy, she's sassy, she's
classy, sassy, flashy.
Yeah, I have like 3 albums that could compete for my favorite, and funny enough, they're all in a separate decade. One in the 70s, one in the 80s, one in the 90s. So, but this one's good. For a long time, I didn't appreciate this album because I was like, it's not as heavy as I'd like it to be. But I like it now. Stuff like Diamonds and Rust and One for the Road. So it's definitely a good album. Not one that I'd reach for all the time, but still good.
I think it's cool to see like their beginnings, how they start out. Totally different. Different look, different sounds. It's like how the evolution of Priest.
Yep.
It's crazy they've been around that long. I didn't realize they've been around that long.
I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah, they did. Coca-Cola did file a lawsuit. They had to change this cover to one with like a warrior with a sword on it or something. Yeah, I don't have that cover. Both my CD and vinyl copy has this original Coca-Cola looking cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to rent those Faces of Death things with the real horror.
Yeah.
That's another story. Anyway, anything else you guys want to add about Rock-a-Rolla? The debut of Judas Priest.
It's fun.
It's fun, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It doesn't come close to comparing with their sophomore effort, Sad Wings of Destiny, my favorite Judas Priest album.
Wow.
By far. Freaking love this recording. It is freaking phenomenal. Victim of Changes. Wixie Woman, don't you know that you are driving me insane?
That was good.
And The Ripper, Dreamer Deceiver, which is a really slow, emotive, really beautifully haunting track.
Epic, yeah.
Yeah, and Deceiver, which is my favorite song. My band Dismal Descent did a cover of that live. We played a show a few years ago, and it was a really fun song to play. And then, of course, Tyrant, Genocide, Island of Domination. Oh, this album is just all killer, no filler. It's just great front to back. I absolutely love Sad Wings of Destiny. It's flawless. This is my favorite Priest record, like I said.
It really showcases the high notes on that one.
I think that's my favorite Rob Halford vocal performance too. It's probably why I like it so much.
Yep.
Victim of Changes is one of my favorites.
Victim of Changes is awesome. They played that when I saw them live too.
Yep. It's a fantastic. And when I think of my favorite vocalist, of course, I think of Rob Halford, Jeff Tate, Dio, stuff like that. And this is my new project, the new battle vest I'm making, and you can bet there's going to be some Judas Priest action on here. I mean,
you're gonna load it up with the patches.
Yeah, I've got a Judas Priest patch on mine.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones I got for it. I was like, I gotta have Priest right away.
But yeah, all the songs y'all mentioned, Victim of Changes, The Ripper, Deceiver, Tyrant. It's a great album. Definitely a fantastic record.
Yeah, it's perfect front to back, in my opinion.
That's a big step up from the debut.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is definitely a heavy metal album.
It's
for sure.
getting to it's more of heavy metal,
Yeah, less bluesy.
Yep. This album is one of the three that could compete for my favorite. I think mainly because I have a bit more familiar stuff with the 80s work than I did with the 70s. Arguably the 70s stuff being better, but I just have that soft
I think so too.
Stuff.
I love their 80s stuff as well, of course.
Yeah, I was always more of the 80s. I'm more familiar with the 80s work,
Yeah, I kind of started out with their 80s stuff, then I worked my way back.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The Hall of Fame induction ceremonies in November. Nice.
Finally.
Yeah. About damn time.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll have them all like together.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Like KK Downing and
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe even Tim Owens could show up, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And all the drummers they've had, all 80 of them. Yeah, Alan Moore was the drummer on this album, and he's one of my favorites actually. John Hinch was the drummer on Rockarola.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alan Moore, not to be confused with the comic book writer of the same name. Anything else you guys want to add about Sad Wings of Destiny?
Masterpiece.
Exactly. Epic.
No sadness, only happiness.
Mm-hmm.
The third album was Sin After Sin. Another fantastic album. Probably my third favorite.
Nice.
Sinner. Diamonds and Rust, really slow, really. That's a cover. Starbreaker. Last Rose of Summer, really emotive, really melodic song.
My favorite is probably Let Us Pray, Call for the Priest.
Yeah, that's a great song. That's an amazing song. And Dissident Aggressor, which of course Slayer did a really awesome cover of.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sin After Sin's great.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love these guys.
Songs like, as you said, Sinner, Raw Deal, Here Comes the Tears, Dissident Aggressor. It's another good album. I really, when we decided to do Judas Priest for this episode, I spent that time re-listening to the first 12 albums, and I just had a great time doing it because I didn't hate any of them. And I was like,
Me neither. Some are weaker than others, but I don't think they have a terrible album by any means.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No,
even well, no, I won't take.
Yeah, for sure. When we get to one of the 80s ones, I gotta gush about it, but we'll get in time. So
Well, next one's huge.
yeah.
Right?
Game Class. This is my second favorite album by them, next to Sad Wings. I love it.
It's
I
great.
love it so
Better
much.
by you, better than me.
Yes, that's a great song. Stand for Exciter. Yes. The title track, yeah, White Heat, Red Hot, Invader, Saints in Hell, Beyond the Realms of Death. Yeah, it's just an awesome album. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love Stained Class.
Without a doubt, one of my favorites is Beyond the Realms of Death. That song is great.
It's a great song. Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Beyond the Realms of Death is one of my favorites. I've played that one a lot.
Me too.
You could play that on guitar?
I haven't tried that one yet.
Excited.
I haven't learned a lot of Priest. I can play Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight, of course. But yeah, I can play Deceiver. Let's just say my band covers it, and like a few others.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm no KK Downing or Glenn Tipton, that's for sure. Our bass player is really good. He could play. He could do Ian Hill pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the title track, Same Class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, I kept messing up the name of this album, calling it Stained Glass. Because I
think I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah, it was
much kind of a play on words.
Yeah, much with necroticism.
It makes sense.
Necrotism.
Yeah, I used to do the same thing.
But what I know about Stained Class, I believe this was the album that got them in some controversy, and they had to go report over it during the whole battle.
Yeah,
that's right.
So ridiculous.
The supposedly subliminal messages and the.
I can't believe they had to go to court for all that. It's so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Ozzy did too for the song "Suicide Solutions." Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was better than me. They said that you played it backwards. It says "Do it," take the gun or something.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here with that. There's no subliminal messages in heavy metal. Come on.
Yeah. But with this album, this is where I start to get more familiar with stuff, and I'm kind of back into the comfort zone that I know and remembering a lot of things. And I dig it. Great album.
Agreed. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, next is Hell Bent for Leather. Their last 70s album, and I think one of the most underrated albums. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, it's got Delivering the Goods, Rock Forever, Evening Star.
Good stuff.
Yeah, the title track.
Green Manalishi.
Yes, their cover of the Fleetwood Mac song. I love it. They played that live when I saw them. They hadn't been playing it during the whole tour, but they played it when I saw them. And it was, oh man, I was in heaven. I like their version better than the Fleetwood Mac one. Actually.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so much heavier. It's just so awesome. Got Killing Machine, and then one of probably the most underrated song they've ever done, "Evil Fantasies." I love that song. I love how Rob Halford utilizes the vibrato a lot in that song. It's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's so awesome. I love this album. I think it's great. I think it's very underrated.
Me too.
Yep. Plus, the song "Hellbent" is a classic. That just makes you feel like that's Judas Priest all the way.
Exactly.
They're all about that.
It's known as Killing Machine in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. The Hellbent.
The green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown. So epic. Yes, I agree. Solid Bryn. Absolutely.
That's the first one I heard by them.
Nice. Hellbent for Leather? Yeah. I think Stained Class was mine.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was a hardcore Priest fan. He got me into it.
Nice. My brother was a rapper.
You got me into metal, period.
Oh wow. And of course, next we have British Steel, which is to
Game
Judas Priest
changer,
as
right?
yeah. This is to Judas Priest as Paranoid is to Black Sabbath, and it has all the big hits on it. Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight, all the songs you've heard 1,000 times. I don't really need to hear those songs again. I've heard them so much they kind of lost all meaning, but they are good. They are great songs. But we also have Rapid Fire, Metal Gods. That's a great song. Breaking the Law is a really is a really cool song still. Grinder. That's a great song. You don't have to be old to be wise. Steeler. Yeah, it's the first of their 80s songs. This is when they were, they really had the whole S&M bondage thing going on,
Yeah.
just like the last album. Rob Halford started growing his hair out just a little bit more.
My
Man, Dave
favorite
Holland
Judas
was
Priest song, Metal Gods.
Metal Gods. Yeah, they played that when I saw them live. That's cool. Yeah. I love Ian Hill's bass on that song.
Love it.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Really good album, even though it is a kind of overplayed. All the
I
radio,
suppose.
all the big radio hits on it.
It's one of the most
Grinder's
successful
a great song.
album.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, horror fan? What are your thoughts on this one?
Yet another really good album. I do agree it can be overplayed at times. But yeah, Rapid Fire, Breaking the Law, The Rage, and stuff like that. Very good album, and I can see why it's definitely one of their most popular. Catchy as hell, fun. Yeah.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
That's a good point. Solid, Brendan.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we have Point of Entry.
Yep.
One of the worst album covers ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that other cover too. Maybe it's in here. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, I love these guys. KK Downing and Glenn Tipton. Oh yeah, one of my favorite guitar duos of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, I think they had Dave Holland. Yeah, Dave Holland was the drummer on this one as well. Yeah. So we got Heading Out to the Hallway. Heading Out to the Highway. Don't Go. I actually like the song Don't Go. That's a really cool video too. It is very like a little more poppy, a little more mainstream radio friendly sounding, but I still like it. Hot Rockin', Turning Circles, Desert Plains, Solar Angels. Yeah, a few decent tracks, but overall, I think this was kind of one of their. This was kind of one of their. It wasn't as good as what came before. It's kind of one of their lesser albums. It's a little weaker than some of the others. Like I said, there's some great tracks on it, but overall, I don't hear myself listening to this one a whole lot, other than maybe, like I said, there's few great tracks it does have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a good album. It's not bad by any means.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with that one.
Yeah.
Well, at least I know that I'm not alone, because going back and listening, it's still a good album, but nothing really blew me away or was just
Right.
like. But it's still a good album, It's not Saint.
It's good. It's just, Rob Halford wasn't hitting the high notes as frequently anymore, and like it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of came a little more basic, a little more generic, and by the numbers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
So why it's not as fondly remembered as the others.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't hear much about Point of Entry.
True.
Right. I agree, solid Bryn. Yeah, I don't return to it quite as much, but yeah, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the next album was a huge step up.
Yeah. For sure.
Wow. Screaming for Vengeance. Yeah,
It's
I
another
love
classic.
this album. Yes, this is this and British Steel are probably their two most like the two albums that people think of the most fondly of. I guess like this is probably my fourth favorite next to Sad Wings, Stained Class, and Sin After Sin. I love it. Yeah, it seems like all the albums they have starting with an S are really, really good. Yeah, the Hellion, of course, the instrumental, Electric Eye, Riding on the Wind, Bloodstone. Take These Chains is a great song. I think it's really underrated. You don't hear it talked about very much. I wish they would have played that live. Of course, the title track. You Got Another Thing Coming, which is another one of their big hits right up there, Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight. I've heard that song probably a little too much also. It's a great song, but I've just heard it a little too much. But I'm not quite as sick of it as I am, say, Living After Midnight. And Fever. Fever's a great song, and so is Devil's Child, closing out the album. Those are awesome songs. This is an awesome, awesome album. I absolutely freaking love it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Definitely. A great one. Electric Eye. Fantastic.
One of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Mine too.
You Got Another Thing Coming. Bloodstone. Screaming for Vengeance, the title track.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good album.
That it is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But Hellhound, if I may take the lead for this next upcoming
Sure.
Here we go with Defenders of the Faith. This is the first Judas Priest album I ever heard, and I loved it. And I don't know what the general consensus around this album, if it's not one of their most liked. It's a contender to be one of my favorites, but like almost every song. I mean, Eat Me Alive, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, The Sentinel. I mean, every song I just have a blast with. So I love it. There we go.
Well, those three songs right there are classic, you know.
Yeah.
Job.
Burning, Jawbreaker, Love Bites. Yeah, I love Eat Me Alive and Some Heads Are Gonna Roll. Those are my two favorite songs in the album.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal album as well. I absolutely love it. It's a great successor to Screaming for Vengeance. They go together for me like a package deal. It was just one huge hit after another for me. Like, yeah, Defenders of the Faith is freaking awesome.
Yep,
absolutely love it.
Even though it's damn near my favorite, even I can agree. Like, it's not gonna beat like Sad Wings of Destiny or a lot of those more classic ones, but it's in my heart. I love it. Great album.
Me too. Comes very close to me. I think it's an undisputed classic. And Heavy Duty is another great song. Yeah, it's just front to back. It's very, very good.
And The Sentinel is the first Judas Priest song I played on guitar. That was the one.
Nice. I haven't learned that one yet. Be a cool one to learn though. Love Defenders.
One of my first older metal albums.
I miss iTunes. I mean, it's still around, but it's just it's not the same.
Well, I still use it all the time.
Well, I did, but then my computer crashed and I lost all the music I had on there. So I was like, I'm not even worried about. I use Spotify now for things like that.
People still tell me, "Oh, you still use an iPod?" Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Thing's freaking loaded.
I still listen to cassette tapes and 8-tracks. So. And of course vinyl, which is awesome. But vinyl is almost like the current. It was the first music format, and it's like the most current one.
It's like the cool retro thing now.
Yeah, exactly. They're
starting to bring out the tapes out too again.
Yeah, it's kind of making a comeback too. Weirdly enough,
sets.
Yeah, vinyl's better in my opinion. Way better. But yeah, Defenders of the Faith, freaking phenomenal album.
Yes.
I know you use that word a lot, but it's true. So, wow, where will we go next?
Very curious about your thoughts on the next one.
Yeah, I mean, we had Screaming for Vengeance and the Defenders of the Faith. Oh, man, I'm so excited to see what's next.
Great. Thanks for having me.
What was that you said? They didn't have a bad one?
Yeah.
I don't think they have a terrible album, but this one, comes the closest for me. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, these are all really like catchy, like poppy, commercial sounding radio hits, and they're just very boring. Like I don't know. I kind of listen to Turbo Lover like as a guilty pleasure every now and again, and like Wild Nights and Hot and Crazy Days, and a few of the others. But I hardly ever, if I'm in a mood to listen to Priest, I hardly ever reach for this CD. Like rarely. If I have them like on my best of playlist on Spotify, and one of these songs comes up, that's about the only time that I listen to it. That's the full extent of it. Because it's just not that good. I'm sorry. I hate to talk bad about Priest, but this one's just the bottom of the barrel for me.
They definitely felt the '80s pop new wave in there with the synthesizers.
Oh gosh, yeah. See, Iron Maiden were kind of doing the same thing around the same time with like the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. But I actually like that album. I think that album's really good. This one,
they made it work. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one had Dave Holland on drums as well.
Yeah, I still had fun with this album because I just like listening to Priest. But compared to other work, this is not really that great.
Doesn't cut it.
Like I'm your turbo lover.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the best. You got songs like Private Property, Parental Guidance. Yeah.
James Moss likes it. He says it's a cool album.
Oh yeah. It's kind of a fun album and like a guilty pleasure, like so bad it's good kind of way. But
yeah, I can see
it's just a step down to what came before. If it was their only album, they didn't have Sad Wings or Screaming for Vengeance to compare to, then maybe it'd be a little more fondly remembered. But I don't know.
It's an interesting chapter in the band's history.
Yeah,
they'll like look back at remember when they did Turbo.
Yeah, it's a letdown. But you could do like Solid Brent says, you could definitely do worse.
Yeah, I feel like because it's from the '80s, I want to give it a pass because I just love the '80s.
Same.
So, yeah.
I'd rather listen to this than Saint Anger or Super Collider.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Any day.
I guess that's the best way to put it. Even though it's one of Priest's weaker albums, it's still not the worst thing you'll ever hear.
No, yeah. I agree with that. Very meh.
Mm-hmm.
And Ram It Down, I think, is a huge improvement. Mm-hmm. It's not one of their best, but it's way better than Turbo, and it's far from one of their worst too. I do like the song Heavy Metal. Yeah. I do like Love Zone. I do like Blood Red Skies. I kind of like their cover of Johnny Be Good. I like Monsters of Rock. There's some decent tracks on it. It's not bad, It's not, it's Priest, it's Priest, and like some of these songs are really good. And I do find myself listening to them quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I'm doing a cover of Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
Monsters of Rock.
Yeah. It's good. Like you said, the title track, Heavy Metal, Come and Get It, Blood Red Skies. It's a good album. I enjoyed it.
Now, yeah, I do too.
Yeah, when I heard the Johnny Be Good come on, I was like, what the hell? Is that Johnny Be Good?
It's not quite as good as their cover of Green Man Alishi.
No.
But it kind of rips,
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Like you said, it's a step up from the last one.
Yeah, big step up.
Yeah, but the next one's even more of a step up.
Even more of a step up. Painkiller! Freaking love this album. Yeah, this was the heaviest thing they'd done up to that point. And this album freaking slays. I love Painkiller. Oh my gosh, yeah. The title track, Hell Patrol, All Guns Blazing, Leather Rebel, Metal Meltdown, Nightcrawler, Between the Hammer and the Anvil, A Touch of Evil, Battle Hymn, One Shot of Glory. It's all killer, no filler. Painkiller is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot
Nice.
praise it enough. This was the comeback that I wanted. Oh wow, it's really
It
sad
really
that this is
was,
the
yeah.
last. Yeah, it's sad that this is the last one with Rob Halford for a while. He left after this album, was replaced by Tim Ripper Owens, who's also a really great singer in his own right, very underrated.
Yeah.
Possibly the most underrated metal singer ever. And that's the only, and I think that's the reason, because he replaced Rob Halford. And yeah, it does suck. I don't want Priest
No matter
without
what,
Halford,
people
but
are always gonna say you're the guy that replaced Rob.
exactly, yeah. But
Yeah.
Owens has a phenomenal voice. He has some powerful pipes. He hits those high notes. He can play these songs live. He wasn't nearly as great of a songwriter as Halford, but he was still a great, great singer. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. Bottom line, Painkiller is freaking awesome.
So, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, and Painkiller are the 3 albums that could be my favorites on any day. But
Yeah.
you know, I love the drums on Leather Rebel. You know, Leather Rebel.
It was the first. It was the first album to feature drummer Scott Travis, who's still with him to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw them live, he was actually talking to the audience. He was like, "What song you want to hear?" And we were all like, "Painkiller!" And they started playing that awesome drum beat that opens the song. It was just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like they really stepped up like the heaviness. So like
Big time.
maybe they were so influenced by what was going on at the time,
Yeah.
like extreme metal stuff. You know.
Yeah. So
Like,
it was
wow,
the early '90s. Yeah, it was 1990.
Yep.
Probably recorded.
Because before that, I always thought of them as like old school. You know.
Yeah.
Either like they sounded modern and heavy. You know.
Yep. And even though Painkiller is another one of their most played songs, I don't get tired of that. It's just too heavy.
Yeah, I never.
Me neither.
But yeah, even after this, you know, Jugulator and Demolition, I like those albums too. Like I like Tim Ripper Owens and Iced Earth and Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Good singer.
Yeah, I do like Jugulator, which is their next album and their first with singer Tim Owens. And I wasn't too as big on Demolition, but I think Jugulator is good, especially the song Bloodstain, which is on the Bride of Chucky soundtrack.
Mhm.
And of course, they had Demolition. Then Rob Halford came back for albums like Angel Retribution and Nostradamus. Thankfully, I'm really glad he came back. He's my favorite singer.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are the other ones? Redeemer of Souls and Firepower. And is that it? Is there another one too?
Firepower was the last one.
Firepower, right? Okay. I was thinking maybe there was one before Redeemer of Souls. I guess Nostradamus was, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty sure. Okay. So there's only 2 that I don't have. Well, 3 if you count Demolition.
Mm-hmm.
But they got a lot of great live albums too, like Unleashed in the East. This is one of the best live albums I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and of course Priest Live, which I got on vinyl.
Nice.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the best. Another one of the best live albums ever.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, James. My dad's a big Vikings fan. I saw the Vikings play at the Minnesota Stadium several years ago. Thembo Cinema's in the chat. How's it going, Thembo?
Rockstar.
Oh yeah,
Wahlberg.
right. Yeah, that was based on the Tim Owens story because he was
That's
from
right,
a tribute band. Yeah, he was from British Steel, a tribute band, and then he. Gosh, how often does that happen? You're in a tribute band, they get to replace the singer in the band that you're paying homage to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Painkiller is awesome.
They could have had a better actor playing. Come on. He's not right for the role.
Yeah.
That's
Marky
the best
Mark
they
and
can come
the
up
Country
with, Mark
Bunch.
Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
It was cool
some
that
good,
they
they
had
got some
Zach
good,
Wilde in there in the movie. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There's some good Judas Priest DVDs too. There's Live Vengeance 82, Electric Eye,
Wow, I've never seen these.
and Rising in the East. Yeah. This one in particular has you can find these on YouTube. It's got the live version of Rock'n'Rolla and like Dreamer Deceiver and stuff, featuring the Rob Halford with the long flowing blonde locks. You know, that was kind of a cool look. I thought he should have kept that for just a little longer. Of course, the shaved head is really iconic too. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Rob Halford, he also had Halford and Fight, which was a very underrated band.
And 2
I saw a Fight in
kind of
concert.
underrated. Oh, nice. I kind of like 2 as well. It was like an industrial, like goth rock almost.
Yeah.
2 was after that, yeah.
I think Trent Reznor produced it. But I love Halford, his
Yeah.
solo band. That's really awesome. I love that song, The One You Love to Hate, which features a duet. Does a duet with Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool song.
Absolutely.
Nice.
See you later, James. I bet that was a great show. Solid Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
The Fight was almost like a Pantera kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that power.
Yeah, a lot of bands
thing.
were doing that in the 90s. Anything else you guys want to add about the mighty Judas Priest?
One of the best. Oh, yeah.
Absolute
best metal
icons of heavy metal. I mean, what else can you say? I always credit like the image of metal from them, with the leather and the studs and the that's an important part of like metal, especially in like the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, Judas Priest started it all,
Yep.
Studded
and he's
leather.
such an iconic
spikes,
singer and front man,
My favorite, my number one favorite by far.
Amazing voice, he could do anything.
Absolutely. Juno 2000's in the chat.
How's it going?
And you got that classic guitar duo, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton,
love it.
Amazing together,
Ian Hill's a great bassist. Scott Travis, I think, is my favorite drummer they've ever had, and he's the current one. I didn't hear about that, Juno. The Child's Play 4K cases are greasy and the discs are covered in sticky film.
What?
Really?
I have it.
Is that true, horror fan? Disc covered in sticky crap?
I don't see anything. I mean, that's kind of fingerprinty looking, but
yeah.
all looks fine to me.
Huh. Dynamo's in the chat. How's it going, Dynamo?
What's up? Wow, surprised you got through that so fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. Any ideas of the next band you guys want to discuss?
What I thought would be pretty cool is like White Zombie, Rob Zombie, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
I really want to get that White Zombie box set. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, because it has Gods on Voodoo Moon and Soul Crusher and stuff. It has like all the unreleased stuff. Really hard to find stuff because I only have the Sex Exorcisto and Astro Creep 2000.
Yeah. That's a
that'd be kind of a short
and that's tough to find.
Yeah. It'd be kind of a short one if we did White Zombie, and even if we added Rob Zombie to it, it'd still be kind of short. But yeah, I'm cool with it.
Well, we can talk about it. Yeah, there's still a lot to talk about.
We could talk.
I'd love to do King Diamond and or Merciful Fate at some point.
He's got a sick new look, huh? With the church thing on his head, like King Diamond.
Yeah, Merciful Fate is playing in November 8th, kind of relatively close by, and I mean it'd still be a kind of a bid of a drive, but I'd like to go see them. That Creator is going to be there too, so
nice.
I would love to go see them. They're one of my favorite bands.
That's awesome.
I'd love to do their. They only have 7 studio albums, so it'd be pretty easy to get through.
Yeah.
If you just focused on Merciful Fate, but then you got
King Diamond that's what I mean.
A whole bunch of albums.
Yeah, King Diamond has too many. We'd probably have to separate it. Probably have to do just a part of the discography like we do with the Priest today.
Yeah.
I thought it was good and important that we do this for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh
gotta,
yeah.
you gotta talk about Priest if you're gonna talk about heavy metal.
Absolutely.
Well, are you guys excited for Rob Zombie's The Monsters coming in a few days?
Oh, is it coming in a few days?
I think
Oh
I'll
yeah.
check it out. I'm
Yeah, I'll
curious,
keep an open mind. I'll watch it, you know.
but I don't have much hope.
I'm kind of
no,
interested to see. I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to do a PG movie. He usually does R-rated movies with
Yeah,
over-the-top vulgarity and profanity and just like lots of cussing and lots of nasty, disgusting dialogue. So I kind of want to see him do something that's not that, you know.
yeah, that's true. But
But
I don't know. After seeing the trailer, it looks kind of rough.
yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling it, but I'll
but
give it a fair chance.
me too. I'm not a Rob Zombie hater, and
Me neither.
I watched the trailer and it looked so cringy. But everyone's like, "Well, the original was cringy." I'm like, "Yeah, that worked."
Yeah,
This
it's
doesn't look.
supposed to
I
be.
never
Yeah,
thought it was cringy. Yeah, that was
yeah,
good. That was good.
yeah, exactly. I give everything he does a fair shot.
Yeah.
I'd probably rank it Halloween, then Friday 13th, then Nightmare, then TCM.
I'm
Slasher,
not a lover when it comes to his movies, not at all.
slasher franchises from best to worst: Halloween, Nightmare, Friday, Texas Chainsaw. Pretty quick.
For me, Halloween, Friday 13th, Nightmare, and Texas Chainsaw.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I'm not as big Texas Chainsaw as a franchise, but the original movie is
The original's a
one of the
classic. The original,
greatest.
yeah, the original's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that, Juno. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Texas Chainsaw is a
I
series
agree.
that is not very light. I honestly feel like I'm the only one that actually loves part 3, Leatherface. Of course,
I like it.
I've seen a lot of people that like it. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
I like it. I just, it's just kind of annoying how it doesn't have much continuity.
yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, it's probably the nostalgia that blinds me from so many of the problems. It's like we got a metalhead Leatherface, we got a thrash metal
I like
sound.
that.
I like the soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen is one of the cannibals.
Yep.
I agree with that. All right, guys. Any closing thoughts? I think this was a great stream.
It was a
Thank you,
great
everybody, who
stream,
joined
guys.
us.
Yep. Another great episode.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
This
Wow,
has
we're
been the
in
Morbid Hour.
14 deep now,
Yeah,
Wow.
wow. Getting up there.
huh? We're veterans.
Yep.
I want to try
Oh.
and put together like a T-shirt or something for
Yeah.
us.
For the Morbid Hour? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. I would totally wear it.
Me too.
I'll work on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep me posted. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us here in the Morbid Hour.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Have a good one.
Peace
Later.
out, guys. Have a great night.
You too.
Take care.